Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like you all for a minute just to imagine that you are the client. For this particular situation, let's say that you are in charge of buying $2 million worth of cable per year for your company. You have the option of choosing what cable to use each and every year. One salesman from a premier brand cable company has been with you for years, for 5 years. He calls and asks you plainly to reorder. However, the smaller cable company has been calling you once a month for 3 months leading up to your order, offering you specials, inviting you to play in their annual golf tournament, and even hosting a dinner for you. Now, you've been with that premier product salesman for years, but this new guy has caught your attention. You know in reality that there isn't too much of a difference in products, so who do you go with? Okay, so this is the reality, guys. We just lost Target, who made up 50% of one of our salesperson's annual revenue each year for the past 5 years. And when I called to ask them why they switched, they simply said they felt disconnected and got a better deal. This is really unacceptable, and I've come up with a few reasons as to why this is happening lately and would like to propose a new procedure for what and how you input your client data into Salesforce.com and into your client portfolios. In doing so, I'll be able to show you what kind of impact this will make and hopefully get you all on board with this new modification to what you're already doing to keep track of clients. So the first cause to lost clients I have identified is not knowing the phone number of an important client. Now this seems remedial, but it is what has been happening. Not having the number of an important client has resulted in the loss of that client because we have lost all communication with them, especially the primary communication. I have been guilty of this as well. I'll lose a phone number and just be done with it because I've forgotten about him or her in 2 weeks' time later. But the effect is real though. Little clients turn into big clients over time. And if we lose a few little clients' phone numbers and in turn those clients in a year, it can account for a large percentage of our annual revenue, which would directly affect our payouts. So a second cause I have seen to losing clients has been simply forgetting to call or email these clients, especially during the holidays. In this situation I gave earlier, I mentioned how the clients might acknowledge and consider the factor of personal contact with the supplier of cable. We host golf tournaments, we host dinners and outings for this very specific reason. So, if you are to forget to invite a client, they might get word that they were not invited and you might lose your business. Now, this seems a little immature, but it's a fact for the business world. People care about these situations and they really do take place. Finally, a third cause of this lost business is not utilizing Salesforce.com to the fullest of our abilities. We are all guilty of this. Here, I have a list of top accounts for your regions with the percentage tied to the account of how much it takes up in your total revenue portfolio for the year. So this is an example client and this is an actual salesperson. We can see ranking number 1 coming in at 52% of our annual revenue is blank. Blank does not tell us who to invite to those outings. Blank does not give us information into what sector of business is hot. Blank really gives us nothing. The effect is devastating on lack of information. The finance team is unable to accurately provide a forecast of sales to certain distributors and clients. The marketing team has trouble allocating product, and I have trouble with your quota setting. This means that we may overshoot your performance, and in turn, you may receive a lower commission for the next period, or vice versa, which is what I believe is happening. The problem, which as you know, has been you were inputting these accounts and resulting in higher or a lower quota and more sales that weren't reported and ultimately a higher commission for the next month. Now we have caught on though, and now as a result of lack of information, we will not credit the sale to your account. These are the causes and effects for losing our clients in 2013. I'd now like to tell you a simple solution to it all. You've all seen my report that I send out monthly to the sales team that gives you insight into your performance and gives me insight into your performance. Now this report is often lacking sufficient information, and in return you are all either undercredited or overlooked by me and by Alex, the VP of Sales for the US. Now I've modified Salesforce.com where you upload your client data to have required fields. And you guessed it, all of them are now required. In addition, we have included a new sales funnel or quota requirement for each of you. I would encourage each of you to review these metrics on the site after we conclude this meeting, but I'd like to show you the efficiency and the direct effects of the new procedure on a graph. As you can see, with required fields has resulted in a substantial increase in salary and commission for the year after a study we performed. And in parallel to that, the average length of the commit of a customer without the required fields, we've seen 4 years of the average length of the customer. But with it, we've seen 10 years, which obviously will affect your guys' payout at the end of the year if you're keeping these big clients. Wrapping up, I want to remind you all of what I've gone over today. The 3 main causes I've identified for you are lost numbers, forgetful salespeople, and lack of sufficient information in Salesforce.com. And as a result, my proposal of requiring all fields of entry and a new quota for the sales funnel will make for higher commissions and kept clients. Belden is an important brand for all of us and our clients. I love this company, as I'm sure all of you have come to love it as well. And if we all work together on this new procedure, I feel that we'll be able to become the highest performing region in no time and have a high payday to go with it. Yes, this process may take a few more minutes each day, but modifying Geico's famous motto, 15 minutes, could make you 15% or more on your commission. Good luck, and feel free to contact me directly afterwards if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you.